And welcome back, my dear tarot pals, to another pick a card, pick an image, pick a crystal reading. Today we are asking Spirit to reveal secrets. I've kept this pretty open when I've shuffled the first set of the cards. Whatever the secret may be, it could be a gossip about you, it could be a truth about you, it could be something that is hidden and that you're not seeing. It could also be that we'll keep it open, so it could be anything about your future, which is a secret. I've just simply asked whatever secret Spirit is ready to reveal to you today, here and now. Whatever you need to hear will come through. Welcome if you've just found me. I am on YouTube and on Instagram. I'm sorry, why am I blanking out today in my introduction? Sorry. I am also someone who gives personal paid readings. If you'd be interested, you can send me an email. You'll find the email in the description box below. Or you can send me a DM on my Instagram profile. The link to my profile is also in the description box below. As always, it's necessary to quote that I will never reach out to anybody ever telling them, hey, would you like a reading from me? I don't do hard sales. I don't push sales. And if I don't do it on my 9 to 6, I wouldn't do it for Taropal, okay? So that's one. Stay cautious of fake fraudsters. Somebody sent me a screenshot about 4 days ago that they paid about 50 rupees to test if it's me. And then they didn't get the 50 rupees back. But I just was thinking, like, why did you even not just check the profile, right? And not pay the scam person that money and just avoid, ignore, report. If you see a similar profile or somebody reaching out to you in comments saying that they want to, their ancestors have a message for you or something like of that nonsense, okay? Please beware, okay? This is a general reading. It's important to highlight that every time we do a general online reading, which means it's not just you, it's n number of people who will pick this pile over a period of time, which means please take every message with a pinch of salt. Take what resonates, leave the rest. Don't try to fit in a narrative, a story which is not yours. This may not be your message then. Of course, keep in mind that tarot always, this is something I take 5 minutes to explain to my clients, and I want to reiterate here. We've done this across readings. Tarot is not predictive. It's not definitive. It is basically reading the current energies, your current intuition, you drawing the cards in a personal reading, of course. And Spirit basically coming in to give you the answers that you subconsciously at a higher level perhaps have already noted. It is a divination tool to get you guidance. It is not something that sets your destiny in stone. Something I want to repeatedly say throughout my tarot career, that you cannot give your power away to any divination tool, any kind of a metaphysical study, okay? With that disclaimer, I'm going to give you a quick zoom in to your crystals here. Today, I will give you a card and a crystal both to go with. So the first pile, we have red jasper. Okay, something's off with the lighting here. So that's red jasper for pile number 1. Your card here, I have 3 cards there, but we'll pick whichever one comes in. Gray and the number 37. Okay, I left a cute boat on that painting every time. Every time I see that card, I look at that painting. Look at that boat, okay? So, 37 and red jasper. That's pile number 1. We have opalite. I need to fix the lighting 1 second. We have opalite for pile number 2. I hope this does a good screen in. Yep. And we have your card as feast, the number 29. Okay. We have Flourite for option number 3. Okay. And your card is Clover. Okay. And that's 21. You can pause the video. You can of course feel that you're drawn to more than one particular pile. There may be one more secret for you. Listen to your intuition. Listen to that first gut feel thought that you get. Don't overthink this part of the reading. Just click on whichever one you immediately had a pull towards, okay? With that said, I'm going to see you in your respective piles. Welcome pile number 1. Those of you who picked red jasper and the number 37. Hold on, I need a sip of water. Okay, something to do with hydration, by the way. We always, if you're an old Taropal, we take into account, I'm a clairsentient and a clairaudient. So whatever happens in the reading, I keep it as a part of the reading, as a message. So something as basic as go drink some water. Pause the video or look for water in case you're looking at your phone and have a glass of water. There's something to do with hydration that is important for you. So here's how we're going to do this reading. Don't skip this part because you'll miss out on how the messages will flow. We'll first look at what the secret is. Then we'll look at how is it affecting you, and then we look at some guidance, of course. How should you navigate this? What should be your plan of action as things come through? The last part of the reading, we will do a yes or no, which means if you have a specific situation, a specific question in your mind, of course it's going to be for the collective, we'll do a specific yes and no part of this reading as well. With that said, let's jump right into it. What is the secret Spirit is ready to reveal to pile number 1? So we had first card as Grey. We have the second card as Villain, 38. And wow, that's a progression. Okay. 37, 38. Wow, that flew off. So we'll take a look at that. We have Princess and the number 1. Okay, something very interesting if that number has a significance for you. Do you see this? This becomes a mirror number. You add 1 to 37, it becomes 38, 38. The number 3 and the number 8 are two numbers which could be significant. 3 and 8 add up to the number 11. I'm doing this reading on November 10th. Tomorrow is the powerful 10-11 portal. I'm not surprised that Spirit is hinting, talking, showing us numbers around 1s and 11s. If you don't know about the 11-11 awakening, I strongly recommend you to Google it, go to ChatGPT, you'll get an understanding of what 11-11 means. The next full moon for this pile is significant. That's another message. None of these are secrets, of course. I'm telling you what I'm immediately getting from this reading, okay? 38 could be an angel number that you're seeing. Repetitions of 3s or 8s are also confirmation of the secret that we're going to talk about today. If you're seeing any combination numbers of 3s and 8s, that's perhaps a confirmation from Spirit coming into you saying whatever we're going to talk about today is really happening, is your message, okay? If you're somebody who's seeing 333s, 888s, 3838, 8383, those kind of combinations, okay? The number 3 has a very mercurial energy. The number 8 has a Saturn energy. Some of you could be going through one of those Mahadashas in your birth chart, Mercury Mahadasha or Saturn Mahadasha. I'm already getting a lot of messages about what this secret perhaps is, but since your Lenormand card wanted to literally jump out and tell us the story, so we'll take the story first, okay? Let's make space for them. Some of you could be, of course, of that age group, 37 and 38, maybe that's why it's coming in, or your 38th birthday is going to be a significant milestone and a secret that Spirit is ready to tell you about, okay? Something big is what is expected from your 38th birthday, whatever age group you're at. Okay, I have no doubts what this message is now. We have 3 cards here, Heart, and if you know how Lenormand works, it's typically a story, a progression, okay? We have Ring and a Gentleman. I'm going to give you, and of course, it's a general reading, so multiple secrets or storylines will come up. See if any of these are yours. One secret Spirit wants to tell you is this pile has hopes from a particular person, okay, or a particular institution, that person or that institution or that group of community is going to show up and support you in some form or other, or live up to a certain promise or a commitment that they had made to you. This could be, let's say, so I'll give you examples. Let's say you are in a relationship, you have had a bad fight, or there's been a breakup, and you're still very hopeful that this other person will see through their initial promise, their initial love for you, what they had in their heart for you, and would come back, okay, or with an apology, with an understanding. For some others of you, this could be like you've submitted something as a proposal, as a case, maybe for, if some of you could also be lawyers for that matter, as a case or your point of view to, let's say, your family members or to your professional life. You've submitted something to your boss and you're expecting the other party, the other person, to support your point of view. For some of you, this could literally be also in a family situation. Let's say it's a mother-in-law, daughter-in-law issue, okay? Like you're expecting your husband or your spouse to support support you against the family. There's something that is, there's a narrative or a secret around, to give the theme very clearly. You are expecting support or commitment or promise to be delivered and lived up to from someone or something. Okay, that is the situation. And my job is not to be a Willy Wonka. We're talking about a secrets reading, so I'm going to say what I'm going to show. They're not going to fall through. Okay, they're not going to be able to deliver whatever commitment, whatever promise, whatever hope you have from them. So somebody is going to disappoint you. That is something that Spirit wants you to be ready with. Okay, or somebody perhaps has already disappointed you, and you're still hopeful that this person will see your side of the story. This person will start changing, or this situation will change into what you had initially been promised it to be. Some of you, it could be a toxic work situation, like you've signed up for a job, they promised you an X promotion, an X amount of money, but it's just not panning out that way, and you're still hopeful while you've come into this reading that it is going to, whoever promised you whatever they did is going to deliver that. And I'm really sorry, my friend, but that secret here first, and stay with me. We're going to get into, Spirit doesn't reveal anything without, there's no gloom and doom. But the first message that we need to come into acceptance with is that this person, this storyline, this journey is over. Okay, you got to let it go. You got to release that ending that you have faced. You got to accept the ending that it is. Even if it makes you feel that you're becoming a villain in that, maybe it's you who's given some promise, maybe it's you who's said that I'm going to show up like this, or I'm going to be this person, and now you no longer want to live up to that commitment. In that case as well, the answer is you got to face your truth. You got to face your emotions, your reality. Like, this is what is not happening anymore. This is what is not, I'm not ready to deliver this anymore, or somebody else is not ready to come through and give me this anymore. And the moment you do that, you're already set to move towards your next big success and next big journey. Because the card here ends with be your own knight. That literally means that you don't need this other person to support. I'll give you an example, and place it how it fits. Let's say you're really anxious that somebody else has to give you the data, and they have to give you the data at a particular time in order for you to make a presentation. Okay, I'm giving these examples so that it makes sense in whatever scenario you're facing. And you're freaking out that person has just been so unreliable and they didn't give you that data yet, and your presentation's not ready, and you don't know how you're going to do this. This person made some promises and they don't send you that, and of course it's disappointing, and of course that's wrong of them. But then you sit down to make that data, and guess what? You find something huge while you're looking at that data. You find something as a breakthrough. You find something thought-provoking, and that changes your entire presentation, and that changes the entire ball game. And there was no way on earth, if somebody else had done it apart from you, they would have received that download, that input. Okay, that same way, now if it's a relationship story, someone's not acting the way they should, somebody did not deliver to the promise they made, somebody broke your heart, in simple terms, right? They disappointed you, they broke your heart. And while you're in that journey of healing, while you're mending this piece, the secret is that you're going to discover your own strength at something that you currently believe you're terrible at, something that you think you can never do. It's just not you. You just don't have that kind of a strength, or that kind of a skill set, or that kind of a personality. Someone has also perhaps demeaned you behind your back, said something bad about you to somebody else, and you don't know that about. And this person was really close. I'm sorry, pile number ones. I'm a Scorpio moon. I feel betrayals more than any other placement perhaps does. And I understand when we expect love, commitment, respect from the closest ones of ours, or the people who are supposed to show up, authority figures who are supposed to do the right thing, the correct thing, they don't. And more atrocious is sometimes that they have the audacity to say things behind someone's back. Okay, so there's a secret here that whoever you're hoping should come through and fix it and take care of it and manage it may actually be the hidden enemy, may actually be the person who's not saying good things about you, who's perhaps, okay, let's say it's a girlfriend-boyfriend situation, you've moved on and you're wishing the person well, I mean, you're sad, you're wishing the person well, you're thinking it's a misunderstanding, you want to fix it. I'm giving an example, right? Please don't take it if that's not your story. You want to fix it, but imagine the other person is saying 20 terrible things about you to their friend circle, to another person, maybe they're just out on a date, and they don't respect what you brought to the table. It's not about, I mean, I'm always on for different perspective, but I hate it when people start bitching about somebody they were with, somebody they had a deeper connection with, and in a moment of a time, a moment of an incident, suddenly make that other person a villain. This is also a caution though if you're doing this, okay? If you are going around your friend circle or your known community bitching about someone that didn't do well to you, I'm not belittling and I'm not gaslighting that they did something wrong. This narrative that you're singing about that person is not doing you any good either. Okay, and that's something, maybe the people that you're sharing it with is telling it to the other person. Maybe the people you're sharing it with is forming perceptions about you, especially if it is related to a relationship or to a professional life, in both cases, okay? So it's very important, burn that damn story down and accept the ending and release the need to know why did that other person not come through? Why did the organization not live up to its promises? And instead, look at how can I take this to the next level. Okay, and people will start respecting you with that. That is the secret that Spirit wants you to know. Nobody is coming to save you, darling. That's the bad news. The good news is that you don't need saving. Okay, I want you guys to affirm with a comment here, if this resonated, I don't need saving. Okay, you're not a survivor. You're not you're not a damsel in distress. You are powerful. You're a king and a queen. You need no one to come through and save you and protect you, because guess what? There are bigger spirits, stronger spirits protecting you. So if this secret, if this revelation is something that sounds like, oh, that's my story. Yes, I'm waiting for somebody to deliver. And I'm hoping that they're not going to let me down. And I'm hoping that they're going to see this through, because I'm scared that if they don't, okay, I'm scared if they don't, how am I going to navigate through this? My dear friend, you don't need any saving. In fact, I hope that whoever you're waiting for to fall through bases these cards, not because I want you to suffer, but bases these cards, that they don't do what they are asking, what they are being asked to do, because then you are set to succeed. That is your secret. I really want to emphasize here, guys, don't share your misery, don't share your pain, don't share something with anyone that you're not 100% sure is on your side, okay? Because there's clearly a message here that somebody you're telling your side of the story to, or what you're feeling, and they're not taking it in the right spirit. It's almost like somebody's collecting evidence for some other day, for some other moment, to, to just make it a messy story, okay? So whatever you're feeling, speak it to God, release it, use the next full moon whenever you're watching it to do a water purification ritual, cleanse with a salt bath, make some moon bath, visualize that the moon bath is energized to release you of that ending which is still hurting, and take a bath with it. Let it go, okay? That's the secret. Spirit wants to tell you, you don't have to depend on somebody else's support. They have your back. You can do this on your own. Stop waiting for them, because they're not coming. They're not going to fall through, okay? Even if they're giving you that mid-level story that, oh, I'm just delayed by these many days, or this is going on in my life, that's just sorry, bullshit, okay? All right, let's get a little deeper. Anything that the tarot wants to tell us, okay? For many of you, I do feel this is romantic, okay? Knight of Cups. This is a love offer for most of you. If that's not the case, this could also be an artistic endeavor or some sort of a project that you've worked on. It's been a teamwork, a collaboration, something of that sort, okay? Look at that. You have Magician. You're literally confirmed that you have all the resources available, even if it's a new relationship in that context as well, okay? You have somebody else who can come into the story and deliver what somebody else has filled in, okay? Probably a Gemini, by the way, okay? If you're planning to learn something, pick up something as a new skill set, if you're questioning it, can I do this alone? These two as a combination, the Princess and the Magician, are like, yes, darling, yes, you can. You definitely can, okay? Somebody is also, okay, another secret here. Wow, it's a beautiful reading. Somebody is manifesting you, pile number 1. Okay, and you're unaware about it. I mean, they could be manifesting you and you're unaware because you've never met the person, and that is why this story had to end. Have you thought of it? Have you thought that maybe somebody is praying for you, praying for your energy, praying for your presence in their life so hard while you're holding so hard to somebody who doesn't respect you? That's perspective that Spirit wants to come in and tell you. Somebody is praying for you. For some of you, this is also a mother figure, by the way, who's praying for your well-being, who's praying for your heart, who's praying for your... Wow, that's making me emotional. Oh my God, this pile. Okay, one last card. Anything about the secret you want to tell us more for pile number 1? Yep, you're losing sleep, my friend. You're losing sleep. You're too scared to let go. You're too scared. For some of you, it could also be like there's a death in the family. Okay, and I'm sorry again. If there's a death in the family and you're fearing that, how can I move on so quickly? Okay, how can I... what if I smile? Oh, I'm seeing such a... Oh, that breaks my heart. Some of you are... Maybe it's a pet, maybe it's a close friend, maybe it's a family member. It's almost like you're punishing yourself by not giving yourself a new start. Wow, my voice is getting shaky. I feel you, okay? By not loving another person, by not going out, because you're feeling like you're going to disrespect that person's energy. And that's not true, my love. I understand how grief works. That's not true. They want you to move on. If this is somebody from the other side, okay, from the other side of the wheel, they want you to move on, and they're paining with you that you're, this is not the way you should respect them. This is not the way you should remember them. By making yourself miserable in this moment, okay, they want to really come in and tell you that secret, that the secret is they are in pain with you because they're seeing you in pain. Okay, they want to be cherished in a different way. They want to be cherished by you becoming powerful. In fact, they're ready from the other side of the wheel to be your biggest protector, your cheerleader. Okay? You deserve sleep. You deserve rest. You deserve to end that anxiety of whatever it is. Guilt, trauma, should have, could have, would have. Finish it. Okay? Wow. Intense, right? And there's a struggle. Maybe some of you, it's also money. You're expecting somebody else to do something about the money, or are they going to be okay without you? Some of you also have that Pisces energy showing up, wherein you're being the martyr to somebody who's not taking care of you. Okay, let's see how is it affecting you. While we've already covered enough, but I still want to see that. Okay, we have reassured and concerned, and you've picked the... Okay, there's a lot of red. Guys, do root chakra meditation. Okay, this pile will really benefit to release this, to manage this by root chakra meditation. Okay, this crystal is also extremely good. It's also very economic. You'll find it on Amazon. It's not something that is fake either, as in you can't fake it very easily. So it's a good crystal to work with. If you're feeling unsafe, if you're feeling like you need a sense of groundedness, a sense of protection, some of you have... You're feeling like as if this person doesn't come through, if this relationship doesn't work out, if this organization doesn't give you what you want, you're not going to be able to manage the basics, okay? Basics of how safe you feel, where do you belong, who am I meant to be with? And that sense of safety is what needs to be brought back, is what Spirit wants to tell you, okay? So they are reassuring you and they are concerned for you, whichever way you want to see it, okay? They're concerned and they are reassuring that you don't need to wait for this damn one thing and hold your life and park your life for this person to come through and see your truth and deliver to whatever promises they have made. Okay? All right. Let's wrap this up with... In fact, we have that final part of the reading. I want you guys to leave me a little moon in the comment section. You have a lot of emotions to release, pile number 1, and I see that, I sense that, I feel you. Leave me a little moon emoji if you've reached all the way till this part of the reading and it helped you, it resonated with you. Believe in the impossible. Yeah, what is this big... Okay, I would love to hear your story. What is this big task that you're at, that you really feel that you can't do it on your own? You can't do it. It's impossible for you to achieve that level of happiness, success, joy, if this one thing and this one person doesn't happen. Okay, because look at that. I mean, Spirit just wants to assure you that believe in the impossible and it's going to happen for you. We have that full moon again here. A new start is coming. That's your guidance cards, okay? And we'll see one more. Nothing is yet set in stone. Whatever is that catastrophic thing that, oh, if I don't marry this person, then I'm never going to fall in love. If I don't get this job, then I'm never going to be successful. If I don't get the salary this month, then I'll never be able to manage A, B, C, okay? There is this conditional thing that you've attached your fears and anxiety and all of it around. And honestly, the secret is a relief. The secret is, yes, you're right. That's not going to happen. And guess what? You're still safe. Guess what? Nothing bad is going to come to you. I want to leave this with a thought here. Overthinking comes from the space of us unable to face a certain outcome, okay, or unable to imagine. So we keep on thinking about all kinds of scenarios that are possibly the reason. And confidence, assurance, which is what concern and reassurance comes from. You cannot expect a reassurance from the external world. The reassurance has to be self-assured. And where do you get that self-assurance from? From knowing that no matter what the outcome could be, no matter what situation plays out, okay, no matter who comes through and who doesn't, you're protected, you're safe, you will be taken care of, you can handle the situation. Life is never going to be so big that you can't deal with it. And the moment you truly believe that, my friend, and each of us are capable of being that person, okay, you will have self-assurance. And then no matter what comes your way, it's not that you won't feel the shake, it's not that you won't have storms in your life, but I'm very sure it will help you get back on your feet really fast. And the more you keep living these experiences, that's why they say that, adversity builds character, because the more number of times you go through it, the more your brain starts believing, hey, you know what, actually there's nothing to be that scared of, because nothing is not figure it outable. I love that quote, everything is figure it outable, okay? All right, with that said, you can now think of a situation which is a yes or no question in your mind. I'm going to draw 3 cards and I'm going to give you a collective yes or no. Of course, needless to mention, like you, there are going to be other people who are going to ask that question. So Spirit typically will give us the bending of the cards where the majority will fall. Okay, take some deep breaths. If in case you cried with me, because something about this reading made me very emotional, pile number ones, you really need a release ritual every full moon, maybe for about 11 full moons from the time you watch this. Okay, and there's an 11/11 reading that I've done just before this particular one. I'll link it for you in the description below. I want you guys to watch it. You'll have some answers there. Okay, ready with your question? Okay, so 1 and 2 and let's go with this 3. So I'll flip all the 3 cards now and let's see what is the answer. Yes, no, or sometimes it's maybe. So we have 1 yes, in the near future, unlikely. That is a clear yes, my friend. Whatever you're asking, the answer is a yes to your question. If you've liked it and if this has helped you, if I've got you clarity, if I've got you motivation, all I need from you is that little thumbs up. Press it. If you've not yet subscribed, please press that subscribe button. Help me reach my 1000 ASAP. I'm excited to celebrate that. And I'll see you in your next reading. Take care. Bye-bye. Hello and welcome my pile number 2s. Those of you who picked Opalite and the number 29 with the card Feast. First, I want to tell you how we're going to do this reading so that you understand the flow of the messages. Before any of that, if you're watching this reading and you've not yet hit that subscribe button, which is what my analytics tells me, 67% of my readers, of my viewers are return viewers and they've not subscribed. So who are you guys watching every video of mine but choosing not to subscribe? Like, what's your point? Subscribe, bro. Okay. All right. Let's start with pile number 2. How we're going to do this reading. We're going to first look at what is the secret, okay? What is the secret that Spirit wants to reveal? Then we'll deep dive at what the secrets are using this oracle card and the Lenormand deck. We'll then look at some tarot cards to expand more into that secret that is being revealed. How should you navigate it? How is it affecting you? Is what we'll see using these cards. And we'll wrap up the reading with a yes or no question that you perhaps want an answer for, basis the reading that you saw. Okay, let's dive right into it. We have a beautiful positive card showing up with Feast and the number 29. 29 adds up to the number 11. By the way, I'm recording this on November 10th. Tomorrow is 11/11. There's an 11/11 portal reading that I've done. I'm not surprised that every pile today has a card, at least 1 and 2 did, around the number 11. So if you've missed that reading of mine, you may have answers in that 11/11 portal reading that I've done. I'll give it to you in the description box, okay? Next we have the number 9. Okay, that's a repeat number. September, Virgos. And the number 9 is also the 9th energetic number for the year 2025. It's a timeless reading, but 2025 is upcoming and it adds up to number 9. So that's a significant year showing up for you. Wow. Guys, I miss shuffling on camera, which is why I've kept this part of the reading, because it was a part wherein you guys became a part of the magic. Look at this. You can't make this up. 9/11. Okay. And we have 29, which adds up to the number 11. So 9s and 11s are significant number for pile number 2s. If you've come from pile number 1, you would understand why I'm going so oh wow, because they had a very similar synchronicity at play. So which means as a collective, this 11/11 portal is important for us. November or 11 months from now when you're watching this is significant for you. So is 9 months from now. Okay, 9 months from now is typically also a pregnancy. So very small secret for a very few people it will resonate to. Remember, it's a large audience that we're doing this reading. Some of you could be pregnant and you don't know yet, and that's your secret. Okay. Anyhow, moving on. Okay. In fact, I have already too many messages being received. We have Phoenix, Sun, 9 and 11. 9/11 is a significant number here. Let's see what your Lenormand cards wants to say before we jump in. We have Tower. Again, 1 and 9. What's with 1s and 9s? Leave me 1919 to tell me that you're my piles too. Okay. Or 9191, whichever one you like. Okay. We have freaking wow. 27 adds up to the number 9. It's either 1s or it's 9s, okay? And 1s are beginnings, 9s are endings, by the way, in numerology, okay? A 9 is a completion, an ending, something coming to fulfillment, and 1 is all about starting something new. Clearly, there is something about your secret, which is around this. Wow, guys. Number 11. Okay, my God, my magical pile number 2s and their love of 9s and 11s. Let's talk about this. Okay, first of all, this is a very positive reading, okay? Your secret is way more positive than pile number 1s, okay? Positive in the sense of how easy, I mean, they also had a positive message, of course. How easy or smooth or free-flowing is that energy, okay? And I'll tell you why. There is something, there are multiple secrets here that Spirit wants to talk about, so take whichever ones you feel are yours. First of all, there's something you've given up hope on, okay? Like you think it is just gone, it's not going to happen, you took some bad moves, you're also cursing some of your own decisions, you think it's gone case, it's not going to happen. This could be a travel plan, this could be a relationship, this could be a job, this could be a academic endeavor that you wanted to get into, anything, something that you feel is dead, gone, dusting, kuch nahi ho sakta, it's over. Guess what? It's not. Okay, and that's a secret Spirit wants to tell you today. Okay, and this is something maybe long lost. This is not today, here and now. Okay, this is not something like, oh, I just had a breakup 10 days ago, or 1 month ago, or 6 months ago, or oh, I dropped out of college like a year ago. This is something you have given up hope on for years. Okay, for months and years you've given up hope on it. You don't think it is ever going to happen, and I'm excited for you. I'm literally feeling like a butterfly feeling in my stomach right now, that it's going to come for you. It's happening for you. Okay, this could be for very few of you, even a visa that you've kind of given up hopes on, but it is happening. Okay, this is specifically very true if that hope of yours or that dream of yours was related to the approval of some sort of an organization. Okay, like somebody had to approve it, sign it off in order for you to get it. You're going to get the news that it's done out of the blue, out of nowhere. Okay, some of you, this could also be a property, okay, a deal of a property, something that you had lost, because there's a sign off, there's an organization, and this is giving you pain. Okay, when I'm saying that you have given hope on it, it was not something small, it was something that you lost hope at after crying like buckets and buckets of tears. Okay, for some of you, very few of you, this could also be linked to a certain kind of a public or a social humiliation that you had to face when it didn't come through, or whenever that incident happened. Okay, it will be different for different people, but there's some sort of a embarrassment, some sort of a pain which shrinked you in some form, which made you smaller in some form in your community, or at least you believe so. It didn't make you smaller. I need to connect that. It didn't make you smaller, but you think that it made you smaller. Okay, you think that it made you, it was an ego kill basically, right? It was just something that shattered your ego. And whether or not you're aware about it, it's still a part of your psyche that it plays on. Okay, maybe you don't think about it anymore. Maybe this is the first time I'll say this in this reading, and you'll be like, oh my god, that is it, that thing that I don't think about anymore but I low-key think about? Is it that? I mean, if there is something like that coming in your mind, right? I'm being dramatic. That's one secret here. Okay, so something that you've given up hope on, voila, the secret is it's not done, it's not over, it's going to rise again. It's going to, you'll have another chance at it. Okay, whatever that it is. Okay, the second secret that Spirit wants to tell you is, and this may be very simple, and you may ask like, how is it a secret? Okay, but honestly, that's your bigger message. Are you aware that you have prayed and you have wished for n number of things that have already happened for you and to you in the past 9 to 11 months? Have you acknowledged it? Have you ever sat down and processed that if I ask the 9-year-old you or the 11-year-old you, what experiences did you want? What did you want to achieve? What did you want to live? Who did you want to have in your life? I'm pretty sure this file has enough achievements, enough success stories, enough accomplishments, enough relationships, enough experiences. Okay, these don't have to be materialistic or about people. This could be any experience. I always wanted to go visit this. I always wanted to eat this. Okay, and you've already lived those. A secret that Spirit wants to tell you is that whatever you want more in life, you need to stop and literally list out every small and big success or achievement that you've had and celebrate it. You're forgetting how to celebrate life. And if you're somebody who's asking, why am I feeling so stuck? Why am I feeling so depressed? Why am I feeling like nothing is moving in my life? Spirit wants to tell you the secret here is lack of gratitude and acknowledgement, and the race that you've got into, that you just want the next thing, the next big achievement, the next big success story, the next big thing, the next relationship, the next person, the next self-improvement plan. And all of that is great. I'm all game for continuous learning and continuous improvement. I am a person like that, and I'm feeling that call out from Spirit for me as well. Do we really take enough time to sit down and really smile at ourselves and be proud of ourselves and enjoy what have you created for yourself? What have you lived for yourself? Okay, for very few of you, this is related to also a artistic endeavor. Okay, for some of you, there's an inner child wound around. Maybe you were a child who wanted to dance, but people around you said that, oh, that's not a career, or somebody said you're not a good dancer, or you wanted to write and somebody said you're not a good writer, you don't communicate well, and you stopped doing it. You completely stopped doing it because of the discouragement that maybe an organizational system, okay, made you live. And the secret is, the moment you pick up that paintbrush, the moment you play that music, the moment you pick up that pen and start writing again, start dancing again, start painting again, for your own joy, not to prove to the other person, oh look, I can do it. Okay, for your own joy, you will start manifesting miracles that you haven't yet experienced, because you're going to heal certain wounds, certain thought processes that subconsciously keep you in that small space. Okay, very powerful secret, pile number 2s. And I feel like some of you know this second secret that I just spoke about. You've acknowledged it to yourself, like I've allowed somebody else to diminish my success, to reign over my parade, to consistently make me feel like I'm not good enough, or I'm not big enough, or I can't do it. And I've allowed them to define me, which is not a good thing that I've done to me. You know that. And Spirit just wants to come in and say, yes, darling, that is the biggest secret. That is the biggest key to your next big breakthrough. If you're feeling stuck, that is your next big breakthrough. Okay. Needless to mention, with the card Feast and Sun here, which are two extremely positive cards, there is some sort of a success, some sort of a party, some sort of a celebration that you're going to do or get into very soon. Okay, maybe as soon as 9 days or 11 days from whenever you're watching this, there's something of a big celebration. Okay, like let's all go out and eat and drink and celebrate kind of a moment for you to live. And if that happens, I want you to come back and tell me. Remember, that's how we get feedback. Okay, so yeah, I mean, one important message is make time for your inner child, my love. Make time to slow down, make time to cherish life. Okay, it's just a small one. I trust me, it's a small one. As long and dragging as it may feel, it's a small one. Okay, I want to deep dive into additional messages. What secrets are being revealed? Okay. Needless to mention, I'm sure you heard it in enough stories, but I'll still tell you. Phoenix is always about rising from the ashes. It has a very strong plutonic energy, which means that somebody who lost power will gain power again in whatever aspect that may mean. Wow, we talk about power and the strength card came back. Okay. This could also be for some of you physical power. So there's some sort of a physical ailment that you're facing and it's going to get healed. That's a secret also that you need to know. Okay. What is the secret that Spirit wants to tell pile number 2s? What secret is ready to be revealed? Okay, too many cards and we'll only take uprights for this part of the reading. What secrets are ready to be revealed to pile number? Okay, we got one extra card for you. We'll take it. 10 of Swords. Don't ignore a backache that you're having, okay? I'm not trying to scare you, but if there's a spine issue or there's something related to your back which you've been ignoring, you've not gone to the doctor, you've not put any medicine, you're just going one day to another day with painkillers, stop ignoring it, okay? That's an ancestral thing that you're facing. You need to get yourself checked, okay? Okay, 8 of Pentacles. Queen of Cups. I love this. Art is your therapy. Pile number 2s. Art is your therapy. 3 of Wands. And 8 of Wands. We have 2 8s here. And that's a repeat message from one of the older readings that I've recently done. I can't remember which one. But okay, 8-8 is August 8 portal, the Lion's Gate portal. We are doing this around the 11-11. So in case you have done a specific ritual around the Lion's Gate portal, the 8-8 portal, that manifestation is coming through for some of you, okay? I did talk about visa and that confirmation is again highlighted with 3 of Wands. 3 of Wands is about ships coming in. Some sort of a delivery, by the way, which might have also been delayed. Like you were waiting for some sort of a letter or some sort of a shipment to come and it didn't come and you've kind of given hope like it's not coming. It's coming your way, okay? Whatever had held it back, okay? You can master something. That is a secret. There is some sort of a skill that you have which needs a little bit of a training and you can learn it really fast. 8 of Wands is speed, 8 of Pentacles is mastering the craft. Queen of Cups is an emotional nourishment, okay? So if you give yourself the introspection time to look at what things do you enjoy and start doing random things that you enjoy, you'll hit the jackpot and you'll come across something that you already have as a natural skill set that needs a little bit of training. That part is also there. But immediately you'll start manifesting opportunities around it, okay? So let's say you have once upon a time you wanted to do, I'm giving examples to kind of make sense, please fit it into whatever aspect of life it does. Let's say you were good at Photoshop, okay? Or let's say you were okay at photography at one point of time, you never really gave it a serious thought because again, some naysayer told you that there's no money in that, or you wanted to be an influencer of some sort and some naysayer said that there's no career in that and you just let it go. You need to go through some sort of a formalized training or take some mentorship, and within a very short time of 8 weeks to 8 months, you will start being the master of it. Not just good at it, like master of it, okay? So that's another secret here for you, okay? Emotional healing is extremely strong, pile number 2s for you. So if there's any aspect of life wherein you're overextending yourself, interesting. Please take this as a specific message. If you have an extremely demanding mother, this is a message that says like you need to put some boundaries there. Okay, like maybe she demands too much of your time, maybe she demands just too much of your emotional energy. I mean, I'm very close to my mother, but there is enough space that is equally important. Okay, there's some sort of a smothering mother figure or some sort of a woman in your life who's giving you who's making you feel like, okay wait, I'm trying to find the right words because it's a sensitive message. There's some sort of and most probably this is a family member, okay, like a mother, a wife, a sister, this is blood related, or a wife for sure. Okay, there's some sort of a figure like that in your life who's making you again feel like you're not good enough in managing your emotions. You don't know how to navigate through how to nurture yourself or nurture around other people, and you need to shush that person, whoever that is. Okay, that sense of self-belief is important here. If you're asking, will I be chosen in a triangular situation? That means, let's say it's you and another candidate who's at a final level interview. The secret is you're already selected. Okay, the secret is that they've already made up their mind that they're going to hire you. If you're asking, am I going to be, if there's a third party situation in your story, are you the person who they're going to finally settle with? Then the answer is also again a yes. And 8 months from now and 8, 9, 11 are two relevant timelines that I'm seeing repeatedly here. Okay, let's see some additional guidance and how is it affecting you. Displeasure and contentment. The secret is the lack of contentment. Clearly, we talked about this. You have a big goal and a big ambition, and you want to achieve this and you want to do that, and the cause of your misery is, I'm not saying don't dream big, pile number 2s. Please don't misunderstand the message. You should dream big, you should go after your goals, you should, and you will be successful in whatever you're setting your heart to. But there is this, I call this the elder child syndrome or the only child syndrome. Both of us have it. Okay, the only child is basically the elder child multiplied into 10, wherein you have built your life around just achievements. Okay, the next level of achievement, the next productivity, how productive was I today? It's all great. I mean, those are all good things, valuable things, especially in today's world when people are really wasting their life away mostly. But there's an overdoing of it that is causing you pain and misery. Okay, that is causing you to not celebrate what you've already achieved. So again, the message is, if you're feeling a lack of contentment in your life right now towards a person, a relationship, yourself, your craft, your career, take 2 steps back and honestly look at what you have already achieved and how you did it, and give yourself due credit for it. Okay, let's look at your additional guidance here. If you've reached all the way till this reading and the revelation or the story sounds like yours, sounds like your problems, and sounds like your opportunities, I want you to leave me 911. Okay, that's an emergency dial number for the US also. Okay, which means somebody may also, okay, this is another message, somebody may also call you at a moment of emergency. Okay, I don't know for who this message is relevant, but if you're like me who consistently keeps her phone on silent, just maybe you want to keep that on ringing, because somebody may call you in a moment of emergency. Okay, bring love into the situation. New moon in Aquarius. This is all about authenticity. Pile number 2s. Own it. Own your craft. Own your happiness. Own your joy. Aquarius energy is all about authenticity. So yeah, bring more love into the situation. As simple as that. How can you do it more lovingly towards yourself with less self-judgment? Okay. The new moon in Aquarius happens in the month of February. So that's something as a timeline. The new moon in Pisces right after that. I think new moon in Aquarius happens in January end, February starting. The new moon in Pisces is right after. If I have said something that kind of leaves a mental fog for you, and some of you were thinking, I don't know what that part of the reading meant. After this reading, take 10 minutes, find a YouTube guided meditation and meditate. You'll find your answer. You'll find what is that phoenix rising. You'll find what is that lost dream that, or maybe you don't want to, maybe you want spirit to surprise you. I leave that to you. The end of a tough cycle approaches. I love this. Okay, 8 months from now, I'm in November, December, January, February, March, April, May, June, July. Wow, 8 months from now is July when I'm recording this. It's a timeless reading, but I'm just doing when I'm recording this, and 8 months from now will be a full moon in Capricorn. Another message, you're really scared of 2025 not panning out. It's a big year for you, for some of you. There may be like a wedding planned, there may be like a relocation planned, this could be the year that you're graduating, this could be, so it's a significant milestone year, okay, for many of you. And if that's the year, you're literally anxious, like how am I going to wrap it all, how am I going to begin the new thing, am I going to get the right scores, am I going to find the right house, am I going to, you know, all those anxieties that comes with endings and beginnings and change and shift. It's all going to be okay by July. Whatever you're freaking out about, by July, this cycle is over. Some of you are literally breaking out of an ancestral cycle. Okay, there's a reading I had done about what your ancestors want you to know, I think 2 months ago. You may want to watch that. You may have a message there. You're breaking away, or you're finishing a huge karmic cycle that has even kept not just you but people before you, your ancestors, also in trouble. Okay, and you're cleansing and you're clearing and you're doing it away. Okay, with that said, I want you guys to take a couple of deep breaths and think of a yes or no question. Okay, I'm going to take out 3 cards, of course, needless to mention. This is going to be basis what the collective's energy would be heavier on. So if the collective's energy is bending towards a yes answer, it will give us a yes answer, and otherwise not. But if you came into this reading thinking, I want an answer to a particular question, this is the part. I hope by now you've chosen to like the video, because we clearly vibed, and that little like goes a long way for me. Okay, let's see. Yes or no to pile number 2's question. Yes or no to pile number 2's question. So we have 1, we have 2, let's see, 3. Ready? Yes or no? That's the first card. Yes. Okay. Do we even need another card? Pile number 2, that's a yes. There's something better. Okay. Either you're getting what you want, whatever you... Okay, wait. If you asked a negative question, which means as in something you didn't want to happen, there's something better. That's why Spirit wants to assure. If you got, let's say you asked, I'm giving an example, is my spouse cheating on me? Yes. And there's something better ahead for you. Okay. But if you wanted to hear a yes, okay, am I going to get that visa? Yes, yes. And you're going to get a visa plus something. So Spirit leaves you with that little surprise in the end. Loved doing this. Don't forget to watch the 2 readings I recommended for you, which is the 11/11 reading and the Ancestors reading. I will try to remember and put it in the cards section below, but otherwise you'll find that in the Timeless Readings playlist, which is a playlist I love. You can find some sort of a guidance, some sort of a message for you always. That's my intent of creating Taropal. And I will see you in your next reading. Until then, bye-bye. Welcome and welcome back. Last but not the least, my Flourite pile. How are we going to do this reading? We're going to first look at what is the secret that Spirit wants to reveal to you. Pile 1 and pile 2 were super interesting, very different messages from each other. Let's see what Spirit wants to talk about with you today. What is that secret that it wants to reveal or talk about? Okay. Then we're going to look at, we're going to use some tarot cards, which I wanted to shuffle on camera. We've stopped doing that lately, so I wanted to bring that back a little bit. And then we're going to look at what is your key guidance. How do you navigate through whatever the secret is revealed? 1 and 2 had guidance with the secret itself. So let's see. Release your guilt. Very interesting message. 21. We are all just stardust. 31. Okay. We have once repeating here again. Not surprised. 34. Voyage. Okay, I already have one message coming in, but let's just hold on. I want to see your Lenormand deck. What is the secret? Snake. Wow. Maybe you had a message for in pile 1 also. Okay, pile 3s and pile 1s seem connected. Now I can say that. Yep, definitely. If you wanted to, if you were drawn to, if you're thinking about it, I suggest you go watch pile number 1 as well. Okay. There are couple of secrets here as always, because it's a collective reading. Let's see, take the ones that fit for you. Okay, first of all, there is somebody in your life, or was somebody in your life, who you think you have wronged, okay, or you could have done better, or you could have been a better employee, partner, friend, relation, girlfriend, something like that, okay, boyfriend. And the answer is not far from truth. Okay, that was literally a snake in your life who made you feel small, perhaps even a narcissist. I don't know this person, but take it as it resonates. Who's made you literally shake up your belief in what you know. Maybe somebody has gaslighted you for so long that you've started questioning your own reality, your own emotions. Do you understand how life works? Okay, maybe for some of you this was as a child, so you consistently struggle with trusting your decisions, okay, or doing things your way. Could be a parent for some of you as well, right? Take it as it resonates. And you hold guilt around why that relationship is not going well. For some of you, this could be a marriage, okay? Let's say you've really put in a lot of efforts, you're trying to understand the other person, you're trying to show up for them, you're trying to be there, but you're not getting the kind of results, and you're still feeling like that other person feels that you should do more. The secret here is, darling, that's a snake. Stop it. Okay, I don't do Willy Wonka, and I'm sorry if it sometimes comes across as a little too harsh. You're free to do whatever you want to do in your life. My job is to read cards and to give you a very clear message, because I'm sure that's why you're here, right? You didn't want to hear rainbows and cloud stories, hopefully, okay? That's one message for some of you. Take it if that resonates. If you have done your best towards something and someone didn't see your point of view, or someone refuses to see your point of view, you need to release that held on guilt. You're guilt tripping on someone who doesn't even wish you well. I'm sorry, I'm going to say that as out loud as I can. Okay, there's no need for you to guilt trip on something. This could be a fallout, this could be like a bad property dispute, something of that sort. Okay, you've been thoroughly fair. If you came into this reading, if there's an emotion in you that makes you feel, have I been fair? Have I done everything that I could? Am I being rational about this? Am I being a good person? The answer is yes. Yes, my love. You've been enough of a good person. And that person is actually getting, the other party is actually getting a sense of joy, a sense of power by knowing that you will still be guilt tripping. Okay? I don't know, for whoever the message is, it has to just come in very strong. Okay? For others of you, this is a message about somebody who you deeply loved but couldn't spend time with. I don't know why I'm getting a lot of mediumship messages this week, past 15 days. Maybe it's the Halloween effect, but it's coming in, so we'll talk about it. There's somebody in your life you deeply loved. Okay, this could be a pet, a grandparent, a partner, a mother, a father, whatever. Okay, and they are no more with you in this 3D world, and you guilt tripping yourself on the time you didn't give them, on the love you didn't show them, on the affection that you didn't give them. And that's something, honestly, they want you to release. Okay, that is not true. They feel loved. If you want somebody in your life who's no longer in this realm, pile number 3s, to know that oh, I wish I could just make them feel how much I love them. Oh, I don't know why 1s and 3s made me really emotional today. They know you're loved, that they loved you, that you loved them, and that love still stays. Okay, some of you, maybe you lost somebody during the pandemic, and that's coming in. I don't know, that message was very strong for pile number 3. Okay, they've crossed over, they're at a better place, they are happy, and they know that you love them. Okay, they know that you love them. Wow, I need a minute, I need a glass of water here. 1 second. For some of you, this is also the burden of not being able to show up for someone, and the secret here is you and them are mirroring each other. Okay, so if there is a conflict that you actually want to solve, okay, and you feel like, oh, they didn't show up for me, but they also didn't call, but they also didn't do this, they blah blah, okay, but you also didn't. If you did and they didn't, that's okay. Okay, but if both of you are at like a cold war in some case, like you also didn't call, you also didn't message, you also didn't take any initiatives, not about this fight but overall, okay, you know that you've also held like your, I call it the Sakht Londa vibe, like you've been stoic, okay, and you've not expressed how much this matters to you or how much you want to fix this, then the other person is just mirroring your energy. That's what this card is saying. The secret here is that they're reflecting back to you then what they are sensing from you in that energy. Okay, and in that case, honestly, first of all, I want you to take a vacation. Okay, just leave this thing for a while, go out, take a vacation, and then maybe you want to start a conversation with them. maybe you want to initiate. What went wrong? What were your point of view? And whatever may be the outcome, whether they accept your truth, whether they don't accept your truth, you don't have to feel guilty for trying or not trying. That is the message that Spirit wants to give you. Okay, for many of you, this wasn't a good person, guys. I'm not going to sugarcoat this. This was not a good person. Okay, they didn't have good intent in their heart, and it's good that it's gone and done. Okay, another secret: you're going to travel, my love. Okay, I don't know why that's a secret that Spirit feels. Maybe you're in a situation wherein you feel that there's no way I can travel. And when I say travel, this is like a long one. Okay, like a 3 weeks, 2 weeks, big one coming up. For you, if you've been hoping for a holiday but just never getting an opportunity to go for one, you're getting it. Okay, feathers are relevant for you, and so are fishes. So if you're seeing a lot of fish images or feathers, that's relevant. The Saturn return for you has also been significant. Many of you have crossed your Saturn return. So the age group of 27 to 31 is our first Saturn return, or 33 for some of us. It stretches because Saturn goes forward and backward. It has changed you. It has changed you overall as a person, and it's important that you take a moment to acknowledge who you've become, the struggles that you've survived, and don't be sorry. Okay, I want to give you guys 2 quotes, okay, 2 Pinterest quotes, and that come up for me in this reading. The first one is, you don't owe anybody an explanation of what you did or what you had to go through to stitch yourself back or to fix yourself when they broke you and left away. Okay, which means whatever you think you should be sorry for, okay, or you aren't very proud of, let's call it like that. Whatever your moments of weakness has been, I want you to forgive yourself. And I want you to really feel it, that you don't owe a single amount of justification, answerability to anybody, okay, who wasn't a part of that journey and wasn't feeling your emotions, which is basically no one. Nobody can feel your emotions, only you can. Okay, so whatever you had to go through in order to heal yourself, in order to support yourself, in order to survive that part of your life, you can forgive yourself. Okay, whether you had to be rude, whether you had to shout, whether you had to be mean, whether you had to put yourself first, whether you had to cut ties and not show up for someone, like have a hard boundary, you did the right thing. That is the message that Spirit wants you to know. And I don't know why that's a secret to you, but I'm sure to somebody this is important to be heard. You did the right thing. Okay, and I'm not saying the other person is absolutely wrong. In some of those cases, for some of you it is a narcissist. For most of you, maybe they were just mirroring your energy and it's still fixable. Okay, but if this message resonates, that somebody was just gaslighting you out of your entire experience, then you did what you could, and like, move on. You already have all the answers. There's nothing in the past. It's all in the future. Don't look back. That is something that Spirit wants to tell you very strongly. I want to deep dive into the secret. What additional secrets? And this travel is really strong, by the way. Okay, somebody is going to come from far to pick you up. That's also likely. But you're definitely traveling, and that traveling is going to be, for some of you, I don't want to scare you, paranormal, or you're going to experience something which makes you believe like, wow, did I just see that? Did I just experience that? Okay, something like otherworldly. Okay, some otherworldly travel is upcoming for you. Page of Pentacles. See, we have a map, if you notice, in both of them. This guy has a map and that guy has a map. Makes me think about plan. Okay, there's a plan of action. Either you're making it or you're looking for it. Okay, and you have to trust your plan. If you've not made a plan and you're working towards something, whether it's a relationship, whether it's a travel, whether it's a buying a car or buying a house or whatever, you need to have a pen to paper plan. That is what the message also talks about. Page of Pentacles is always a slow energy. Okay, this also talks about, just because you're not seeing progress at the pace that you think it should be, doesn't mean that the progress is not happening. It is happening. Okay, we have King of Wands. Interesting. You're ready to conquer the world. You really need to travel. Pile number 3. I don't know why that's come up in a secrets reading, but that's definitely something meaningful. Somebody is traveling to come and see you. You need to travel. You need to have a broader perspective of something. 6 of Cups, and it is about nostalgia. For some of you, this is related to something to your childhood. Okay, Six of Cups always talks about our comfort. Wow, we have the Tower card here. If few of you were drawn to pile number 2s, some of you may even have a message in 2, because I have the Tower message here and I was noticing the Tower in his card, and they had a very significant message around Tower. So 1 and 2, whichever one you were drawn to, if both of them you were drawn to, you will have a message there. Okay, this is a spread across pile number 3s. Okay, Six of Cups to the King of Wands. Somebody is a soulmate. Somebody really understands you. Probably a fire sign, okay, or somebody with prominent fire sign placements, and that person is either already present and you have all those answers, so you together could be traveling. Interesting, he also has a world map. What's with the world map and pile number 3? I want you guys to leave me a globe emoji in the comment section below. There's something to do with maps. I don't know why, it's a little far stretched, but I want to say this because we're doing a tarot reading after all. Possibilities is what we are exploring. You may find something which is of family heritage or treasure loop to you, okay? This makes me think of the treasure map, the map leading to a treasure, okay? Or the map of self-discovery, both ways, which means some of you could be literally coming across or stumbling across a valuable family heritage, okay, or for most of you this is a map that you're creating bit by bit, which you actually don't realize right now while you're watching this reading, that bit by bit there is a map, there's a structure coming in of how this experience has led you to discovering yourself bigger and better. Okay, I'm trying to see if I've missed anything about the secret. Someone from the past may return with an offer. That is again coming up. Six of Cups to the gentleman too. How much do you want to trust the person is going to vary between what do you feel. Okay, that's an intuitive thing. So I don't want to give a generalized answer. For some of you, it may be worth taking that shot again. For some of you, it is just a snake again putting its head up. Your advice is, what do you need to release? What you need to release is guilt. Do somatic exercises around hip movements, pile number 3, whoever is watching this. That's a very strong ritual that will help you. Somatic exercises, if you Google it, you will find enough of them, videos online. You really need to release a lot of guilt that you hold. Okay? A new romantic cycle begins, new moon in Libra, as a timeline that is October. Whenever you're watching this, the next October, it's time to take action. New moon in Aries, that is April. Some of you are also, the secret here that Spirit wants to talk about is, are you waiting for a knight in shining armor in some sort or kind to come in and fix everything in your life? And we all do that. I'm not finger pointing you. All of us are either waiting for a genie, a lover, a parent, a boss to come in and fix something, release something, help us deal with something that we really don't want to deal with. We want somebody else to do the dirty laundry, right? We all have that thing like, oh, I wish somebody just comes in and says this ugly thing to this person. That person, that conversation is not going to go away until you confront it. That is what Spirit wants to tell you. If you want something out of your life, if you want something wrapped, if you want to achieve something, you need to go after it. Nobody else is coming to do it for you. And the more you wait, the more you allow this energy to get stagnant and stale. So there's something that needs your action, your push. King of Wands is again action. Okay, so if you've made a plan, but you're just sitting there with your plan, oh, I want to travel the world, I want to go on a solo trip, I don't know if I'm made for a solo trip, I don't know if it's safe for me, go pile number 3. You really need to go. Okay, just do it. This is the message for you. There is something that you've thought enough about, you've done enough checks, you've done enough hard checks, soft checks, go for it. Okay, if there's a relationship that you wanted to get out of and you're still thinking, is this the right choice? Am I done everything that I could do? Have I put in all the efforts? Yes, you have. This is not worth it. Go and do what you need to do. I hope you appreciate, by the way. I sometimes feel like as a tarot reader, many of the other tarot readers that I see, there's all gentle, soft messages often coming in, and I appreciate that. You know, like, not everybody is an Enneagram 8 like me, and not everybody wants to hear a stranger giving them a tough love voice. Okay, just do it, that. Okay, I know life is tough. I'm not judging you. I'm not blaming you. My job here as a spiritualist, as a tarot reader, is to give you guidance. Okay, so the nudge here is It's time to take action. It's time to go for that trip. It's time to end that relationship. It's time to have that ugly conversation that you've been avoiding because nobody else is coming and doing it. How is it affecting you? I missed this card. Wow. We talked about weakness. And the other card is strength. Some of you, this will have a significant impact if you deal with it, if you confront this, okay, whatever that ugly situation is, with even your physical stamina. It's taking a toll on your health, pile number 3s. Okay, that guilt is, and it always does, I'm not surprised, which is why I suggested you do that somatic exercises. It's some of you, it's blocked your self-expression. Okay, very specific message, but if you're a singer, your quality of singing will get better if you release this and if you face that person and you say what you want to say and you do what you want to do. Okay, the throat chakra blockage, that self-expression, even if you're not a singer, how you communicate is getting affected because you're not ready to confront, release, talk, face this. Okay, I hoped I have helped you, and if I did, please give that like button. That goes a long way for me. If you've reached all the way till this end of this reading, do leave me a fish emoji. Oh no, I think I said that to pile number 2s. I'm not sure. For you, leave me a map. Okay, a scroll, a map, a globe. I think we talked about a globe here, yeah? You're traveling, pile number 3, and that will come as a surprise to you. And that trip that you may already have planned may unfold more than just one blessing that you're not yet seeing. Loved doing this. Thank you for your time, and I'll see you in your next one. Take care. Bye-bye.